All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol WKHS, Workhorse Group Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So Workhorse Group Inc. has actually been in a sideways movement. We see it here actually right now. Not too much movement upwards, but it's still hanging in there. When you zoom out at the bigger picture, it's been going up. That's a good sign. And that right there, we could see that the bulls have been maintaining control. But as I stated yesterday, the resistance was going to be a point of reference that's super important to break through. And then obviously the highest point up here at 2360. But it got broken through and resistance, but it only lasted about 2 hours. Quickly after, it started to fall. And here we are at 2282, still in bullish territory, but yesterday's support is nearly our 50-day moving average. It's a 1 cent difference. So right now, the 50-day moving average is 2241 and support is 2242, give or take 2241. So basically, it lands right on it. This is a very important point to keep in mind right now for the next coming days. Now, our support and resistance have slightly moved, and I want us to look at it based off of the new points, and it's going to be important. The 50-day moving average is super important at 2241 as well, so that everybody is aware that the 50-day moving average, if it gets crossed, we're in bearish territory, and as long as we stay above it, we're in bullish territory. Now, yesterday's resistance level is 2329 leading into today, but our resistance has changed, and I'm going to post it onto the second highest point before this dipped. It was fighting in between the highest and the mid highest point, and this is the second highest point before it started to fall, and this is our lowest point after that slight bullish pickup and fall. Obviously, the lowest point down here is way down at about 2222. So you can write that down. That's the first support level in bearish territory. And our highest point was right after that at about 2379. So you're going to want to keep that number in mind as well as this continues to play out. But let's look at our most important support and resistance levels for tomorrow. So our resistance level is 2360. I want to emphasize this and state this clearly. We are currently at 2282, and the bulls are losing traction quickly if they continue to move sideways. They need to move upwards. They need to break through this resistance. The bulls need to break through 2360, turn that into a support, break away from it to reach newer highs and new resistance levels. I want to emphasize that, and I want every single investor to be aware of that 2360 needs to be broken through, turn into a support so that the bulls can break away and reach newer highs. Now, on the other hand, we have our support level, and our support level is 2258. If that gets broken through, there's a very small window between 2241 and support of 2258 to see how this stock is reacting. Are the bulls reappearing, or are the bears tearing this one down fairly quickly to newer lows and newer support levels, getting deeper into bearish territory, or are the bulls going to reappear? So the tug of war tomorrow is going to be interesting, whether this is on its way down to break through support and break through the 50-day moving average, the bulls can still reappear, or if the bears are trying to pull this down, the bulls reappear, they break through resistance of 2360, turn that into a support, and continue to fight their way up to newer highs. But I do want to emphasize that the bulls need to break the resistance, and my emphasis on support is you're going to want to pay close attention to the behavior of this stock between 2222 and the 50-day moving average if it falls into bearish territory, to see how much deeper or going further into bearish territory, or how is this reacting between 50-day moving average and the support level to see what is going on, and if the bulls are actually reappearing, trying to stop this from going to newer lows, or are the bears dominating the chart. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video, and in that video, I will be discussing about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising several points on scheduled dates. As you see here on the graph, these circles are the dates that the pumps have happened, and I use them as examples to show you guys how much the stocks have risen and the S&P 500 index rose on those dates. And the reason why it's rising is due to the fact that the Federal Reserve is pumping the markets. On these dates, the charts and the dates speak for themselves, as we can see it here, and I break it down into more detail in the video. But just to summarize it, on these dates, the S&P 500 rises, and there's individual ticker symbols rising up with it, anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share. I know it may not seem like a lot, but per share that does add up, and these individual ticker symbols are giving you back profits. These are profits, and like I always say, profits are profits. Whether it's $1 put into the market and you get back $2, you've put in an initial investment and you got back more than what you started with. That's what it's all about. And also in the video, I go into further detail showing you guys these dates and showing you how much it rose. Like, for example, this was one of the last pump dates, and the lowest point that it reached was down here at 35.11, and the highest point reached was 35.57. That's like a 40-point jump. And here we're seeing the same thing. It went down to 35.88, and it rose up to about, I'd say, let's see, this is all still in the same day. It rose up to about a total amount of 36.23. When you do the math, that's almost a 40 to 50 point jump, and there's individual ticker symbols rising up with this. Now, I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm just here to inform every single investor on the great news, on the opportunity to maximize profits and minimize losses. You have to do your due diligence and research, but these charts and the dates speak for themselves. I mean, this was probably one of the largest jumps that I've seen in the last couple of pumps, and it was down here at 33.02, and it rose up to about 33.88. That was an 80-point jump. There was probably ticker symbols rising up more than $3 per share on those dates. And even on these dates, there's individual ticker symbols rising more than $3 per share. Check it out, see for yourselves, and my best advice is look for ticker symbols that may be resembling the behavior of the S&P 500 index, and you'll be able to go ahead and give it a shot. Check it out. Again, I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm just here to go ahead and share the information along with every single viewer and investor. The video should be popping up soon. If you haven't seen it already, pop up. There is the link down below in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.